Uh, Good morning, everyone. Today, this session is handled by Mr. Ripai. He's the Chairman, Managing Director, and CEO of Innovation India Private Limited. And he's also the Chairman and Managing Director of Trivai Twin Private Limited, Rian Clothing Private Limited, and Rimsha Vinges. He's the Director of Rimsha Properties, and he's the founder and president of Udayabhumi Charitable Trust. He published a book on Duck Squad Eagle Soul, and he served as a senior architect in Verisign India Private Limited, and he's also served as a software engineer in DSQ Software Private Limited, and he's served as development manager in Ingersoll Limited, and he's also a vice president of Talla Solutions Limited. And about his qualifications, he's now doing PhD in psychotherapy, and he's done a postgraduate diploma in 3 disciplines, and he's done the master's in 4 disciplines, and he's also done the bachelor's degree in computer science and also a LLB graduate. Okay, so today I welcome Mr. Ripai to handle this session. Thank you.
Mr. Ripai, sir. Yeah, it's a great honor. Ripai, it is mute. Can you unmute?
Hey, good morning all.
For the Department of Mechanical and myself to introduce my own fellow and my friend Dr. Ripai to this function. So on behalf of the entire Mechanical Engineering Department and the Vishwadi family, I heartily welcome Mr. Ripai for this function. Over to you, Mr. Ripai.
Thank you so much, Shanmues. First of all, very good morning to all of you. First of all, thank you so much to giving me this opportunity to just meet you all. And today it's again a wonderful day in my life. It's a great honor for me, and it's a great occasion for me. It's I used to go for a couple of training sessions for Anna University colleges in Tamil Nadu. I think the very first time I'm coming to Kerala. I think Sanvesh, thanks a lot for you, and I really want to thank everyone for the organization of these events. So I'm not coming up with any presentations or anything. I'm not generally interested to coming with presentations. I'm not coming here to teach you something. No, that is not the intent over here. I'm just coming here to share my experiences and from my college to where I am today, at least. Okay. So so you can stop me anywhere. Whomever having any queries at any time, okay, stop me, and you can raise your queries or anything at any point in time. I'm welcoming, and let's make this as a more interactive session if possible. Right. So this is a simple story, or I can say is a couple of interesting events. Probably I can share it with you all. Okay. Myself, Ripai. Yes, thank you so much for the introduction anyway, for Shanmugesh and the other guy. So I am actually coming from a background of a family in my childhood. Okay. I don't, the second day meal is not guaranteed. That is a family I came from. Okay. Even the morning food is there. Even there is no food is guaranteed for us. Even I go to schools mainly to get in Tamil Nadu, they used to serve the food in the the lunch offered, free lunch offered by the school. I used to go to school just to get the meal and come back to home. With that meal only, my sister and couple, 3 of my brothers and my mom and dad, everyone's supposed to eat. So this is the family background I came, but by God's grace, and I'm in at least I'm wearing a decent dress today, and I'm employing at least a few hundreds of people at least. So I'm reached a state with blessings of the God and the support from family, friends, and everyone. So such a kind of a person can come, anybody can come. This is the example I used to share it all my employees as well, and all my friends and everyone. Okay. So I'm a very during my college days. Okay, from a school looks like I'm a bright student. At least people used to. At least my teachers used to tell me, okay, I'm a bright student. But yeah, first 8 years, it's a very childhood age. Okay, so that time fear is not a factor. Okay, it's just play. Okay, just a play, and we are taking it easy, and we are not worried too much things. Everything is taken care most of the time, right? So fear is not that age. So somehow I felt like that. Okay, I'm performing well till my 8th standard. From the 9th standard, yes, we all are, human being. We're getting into the puberty stage. The chemical reactions in the bodies and so many things. So some, and we are going to face the world. Maybe I till my 8th standard I studied in a small village. So it's like a cocoon for me. Look like okay, safeguard and everything. But no, moving to a city for a 9th standard and 10th standard, the first thing comes to me is the shyness. Okay, and it's all completely a new set of students. So it's a lot of fear. Okay, can I perform? Can I perform? So that itself, demotivating me big time. Somehow I felt like that. Okay, I'm not a guy. I can do better job. So ninth and tenth, I'm not doing well. So I scored a little bit. Then move on. My uncle came and take. Okay, this guy is scoring a very poor score in 10th standard. He cannot get a good first group kind of a stuff. So that his future can be done. So he took me. He is the headmaster of one of the school. Is in another village. He took me out 2 years just with my uncle's no supervision. It's like a army training, so I cannot do anything because he's a headmaster. So I don't have a choice. I have to just only study. No other. No, I'm not privileged to do anything during those 2 years. Somehow that made me well because of okay. So I perform because of the fear here. No other reasons. Okay. So I did score well. Then I got a engineering seat after that with no I studied along with Shanmugesh actually. So we got to see, but the biggest fear is again it's completely out of home. Okay, so what I felt during, so I'm sure in this group, all of the people are contributing in this particular event. I hope everyone is a professors. Okay, so when I'm getting into the colleges, the very first thing came and hit on me is the biggest fear is the English. So I was studied everything is in a Tamil medium. Okay, and the entire curriculum, everything is in English. So the biggest fear comes on no the English. How do I perform? Well, I'm just a very kind of a average, or I can say is a below average student. So I don't have any guidance, even whatever. Okay, it's not about a complaint about the teachers or the professors over there, but somehow no, I'm not doing well. Okay, somehow I'm not able to get a connect with none of my professors or the teachers or whatever could be the reasons. Okay, maybe it's may a lot of playful things. Okay, or kind of exploring a new territory of my life without a family. Okay, it's completely of the friends. I'm into the hostel. Okay, we just playing. Okay, and the whole day, and most of the time if you really ask me, even the third year or fourth year of my engineering, I never gone to college at all. We simply the whole day, the daytime we used to sleep, the whole night time we used to play, and all the cards, carom, chess, what else, everything. Somehow I come out as kind of a very below average student. So my target is always thinking, okay, can I pass the exam? Just okay, it's a 45 marks is the scoring passing score. My hunt is always for that 45. Okay, and no, trust me. And out of all the subject, if we can look at the number of papers, 95% of the papers I scored exactly 45 only. So remaining and another 5% of the total number of papers, I maybe no, it's not again no beyond 50 again. I must tell you. So this is the background I came. Okay, and what I want to convey to you all is during that 4 years, or I think you all are in the engineering, you are giving a life or the motivation to the students. It's like it's a clay. Those no students are coming like a clay, and for them the masters or the teachers first thing. So you are doing a great and graceful job for the people, right? In that aspect, no I no somehow what I missed in during my college days, I don't find any mentor for me. So mentors we have to figure out out always is friends. And yes, I got a very good number of friends. Okay, and I am connected till today, everyone from my college mate, almost all whomever is in the hostel mates, at least all those 80 85 people we are in touch. Okay, that is a blessing. But what I missed to found in my career or during my engineering, or I am not able to attach to any of the professors or the teachers or any mentors. Okay, so that's how some of my life, gone gone completely wasted. That's how I can felt. Okay, I don't. If you really ask me, whatever the 4 years I did, I didn't learn anything at all. But the reality hits me when I come, goes out of college. The reality hits me when we are getting and started looking for a job. Again, the biggest challenge what I missed was the communication. And I did my BE computer science and engineering, and my parents and everybody's expectation. Okay, and by the way, I am the first engineer in my entire generation, and their expectation is huge. That pressurized me big time. I know my strength and weakness, and it's all weakness for me. Then I realized I missed the bus in the 4 years. Okay, I didn't do anything at all. I no. Then what is supposed to do? Looking just come out of college, gone to Chennai, just searching for a job. 6 months, I can't even crack not even a single interview. As an IT industry, okay, somehow I decided, okay, I have to get onto the IT industry. I couldn't crack anything, and I just trying to attempt for a couple of small institutes to no look for a job, at least a small trainer kind of a stuff in the lab trainees and everywhere. But what I found is, no, they simply reject me in the very first go. It's about boss, you don't have a communication. So when you are getting into this IT or any corporate, the communication is must. That I completely lost during my education period or whatever it is. It was a very tough time. Then later I realized, okay, at least okay, communication is the biggest challenge. Communication will not come in a single day. I was aware, I came to know that. Then I realized, okay, what would be the best way? Then I just go back to the hometown, begging with parents, uncles. Okay, fund me something. Let me go and take some technology course, because when I come out of college, even technically, I'm zero. Any skill, if you had asked me, it's a zero. Knowledge is a zero. Communication is a zero. Then what do I supposed to do? Then finally, come back, decided, okay, whatever I lost, my entire 12 years of schooling and 4 years of college completely wasted in my life, then I must do something. The reality hits on me very hard. Then if I want to survive, if I want to do something, if I want to support back to my family, I must do something. Then I took a pledge, okay, whatever nonsense I did in my life, okay, let me throw over. If I can keep on thinking about the past, it's not going to help me. Okay, let me build a future from here. So then I decided myself, dedicate, okay, let me dedicate for next 6 months. Now come up, trained on one particular skill, no, not deviating anything, just 6 months. I took a pledge on myself. Okay, I will not do any nonsense, no drinks, no smoke, no outing, nothing. Just stay in a room, just study. So I just joined for a course in the Java during that time. Java and so many things were at the peak. So I joined for a Java course, and that 6 months, I took a pledge and completely dedicated for that. And there was some people used to say, okay, you have to clear the Sun certificate. The founders of Java, they conducted an exam. If you pass on that exam, it's easy to get some job. So still my communication is weak, but I put my entire efforts only to get the certification on. That 6 months, day and night, just studied, and it's not that much easy to crack that exam also during that time. And in the first attempt, I cracked that. By God's grace, again another 2 months of time and some interview, couple of interviews I went, but I was rejected by the group discussions or the HR interviews. Okay, technically I'm capable because I'm just applying only for the Java engineer. So technical rounds I can clear with the written exams and everything I can clear, but the biggest challenge is I'm not able to crack the communication part with the HRs or the group discussions. So luckily, one first company, the name called Airtube India Private Limited, they conducted a technology exam. What they can is a written exam for technology, then the written exam for no aptitude. I scored very well both the stuff. Then again, they are putting me in the group discussion. The unfortunate part, I am not able to open up my mouth. It's because of the shyness. I can't talk in English continuously for 3 words. That was the situation for me. Then no other choice. I'm not able to contribute on the group discussions. So the manager who watches is pushing me hard. No, you must talk. At least you have to deliver something. somehow, the fear, I'm shivering and everything, I'm not able to do anything. Then I realized that, okay, I may not able to get this job. But luckily, during that time, the CTO of the company decided, okay, let me go through the technology based on the score of the technology. Who was scoring well on the technical exam, so we will pick up those guys. And they said, okay, it's a Chennai-based company. Everyone is speaking Tamil, so don't give a preference to the communication skill. Because of that one reason, I just got an entry into this IT field. So my career started. So then I realized what are the faults I did during my engineering and during my schooling and everything. Then I picked up, okay, the very big, if you want to grow in my career, the next weakest point, okay, then I must improve my communication. Still first 2 years, somehow, so I think you had, right, many Vivekananda Institute, so many institutes for teaching communication. Somehow what I found is somehow nothing works for me unless otherwise you have to create an ambience yourself or create an environment for yourself. Things will not work. So somehow still I was not coping up during my batch. Okay, in my first company, who more joined as my first set of people, everybody gone to US except me. The biggest problem that my CTO or the manager simply told, boss, you don't know the communication. What you will do when you are going to US? So it's hitting me hard again. So, but still, whatever attempts I did, somehow I felt like that because the biggest thing is one is about the fear. Oh, what others will think about me if I talk in English? People will laugh at me. These are the all chota mota, small, no things pulling my leg big time. I'm not able to come out of that fear and the shyness. So luckily, in 2 years of my career, luckily I got an opportunity through my friend to get a job in the Kuwait, Middle East country. So I must pick up the job so that now I can get into ladder of my career. So I picked up again. The biggest worry is what do I do? So my friend convinced, okay, I am the manager for you, nothing to worry. So about the communication, so I will take care of you. I just visited that. Okay, he was there with me for 2 months. It was done. Then after third month, he left. But I'm not in a position to come back. So I had no choice. I had to communicate with Pakistanis, Kuwaitis, and a couple of people from UK. Okay, I'm the only guy who can speak Tamil. Nothing else. So this is an environment created by God's grace. This is an environment created. I don't have a choice to come back to India. I must survive. My family is depending on me. So I don't have a choice. Now that environment created, I'm always believing that okay, God's giving me the opportunities on the right times. So next 2 years, I don't have a choice. I can only speak in English, though I can or cannot, doesn't matter. I have to communicate with the people. That 2 years, and I took a pledge. That time I explored everything, started reading newspaper, articles, books, dictionaries. That 2 years made me to become a very good communicator in English. So why I'm telling all these stories? Okay, I'm I'm not very sure if I'm getting bored you all. So this is how I came through. Then after that, I'm getting to different companies, coming back to India, working with for multiple companies. Slowly moving in my career, ladder after ladder, step after steps, right? So one point time of arrived. Okay, I'm running for other people. I'm like a horse used by other employers. So I want to start my own. That's my passion. So that time has arrived. 1.5 years back, I started this Vinay Vichrasa company. And within the time, working along with the Rimsha Ventures is another group of company. It's an investor group. So then within last 2 years of time and getting into multiple businesses along with multiple investors, multiple partners, okay, things are happening in a different way now. It is a simple short profile or a story about me. Why I'm telling you all these stories about, uh, you know, during the 4 years of the engineering, okay, I completely missed. Okay, why I felt is the one key reason. Generally, what I felt is okay. One thing is always I'm complaining about others. Oh, environment is not good. This is not good. That is not good. Teacher is not good. College is not good. Lab is not good. This is how I came up. Okay, nothing is good. What I'm going to do here? But it's later only I realized. Okay, when the reality hits on hard on the life taught me in a different way. It's not pointing fingers this way, always pointing fingers this just towards you. Things will change for you. So that's how I realized in my life, when I'm taking as a responsibility for myself, then things were changed in my life. But my recommendation or request to you as a teachers and the professors or the mentors for the students, first thing, if I could have been connected sometime, actually, how my life turned completely is because of three mentors in my life. I found three mentors and a couple of, not only three mentors, and if I can say a couple of good teachers, they all are my ex bosses. Okay, the previous companies, everywhere I found good bosses. They become the mentors. I used to connect only maybe I can say after I come out of college. Then only I connected with some mentors and they taught me everything. I'm just going with the open mind, learn from everywhere. Okay, then continuously shaping my life, and those people also helping me to shape my life. But I completely miss this portion in my engineering or my schooling days. So this is the one my recommendation and the request. Okay, how you can engage, or many of my friends. Okay, when I'm discussing with many of my college mates. Okay, even Sandesh also knows a couple of my roommates and the college mates. Right, in the third year and fourth year, we never gone to college. The simple thing is we are not connected with any of the teachers. We are not connected with the education or anything. We think that okay, what is this? It's okay. Anyway, whatever I'm doing also it's useless. When I'm going to college, the teachers are not good. I know professors are not good. They simply come and throw some reading your books or throw something. We were not able to connect. See, the major thing what I found is the connectivity is missed. The heart-to-heart connection between the teacher and the student is missed. Whenever it missed, okay, I don't see that student is coming up well, at least. Okay, most of the time I used to feel if I these awareness or these conceptual knowledge or the attitudes, these are things came later in my life. And I'm always okay. Today I'm in the age of 42, but I used to realize okay, if I got this kind of an awareness or this kind of a knowledge or this kind of an skills, if I got it the earlier part of my life, I could have been reached in a better state right this moment. But anyway, if you can look back the past, if you complain about the past, nothing's going to, it's not going to be useful. But past cannot be corrected. But the past we can take it as a lesson and we can build a future from those lessons. This is how I used to go. So my recommendation, my humble request to as a teachers, or you are the gods creating the or shaping the the youngsters' life. So the missing thing, what I found in my life is the connection, okay, with my professors or a teacher. But what when I realized a couple of things in my life, till my 8th standard, first standard to my 8th standard, or at least I can say it's 6th standard to 8th standard in my lifetime, I was the rank one holder during that. Though we like it or don't like it, so it's all about no some kind of a rank system and everything is there, right? I was a bright student. No, I was a school people leader in 6th standard to 8th standard. It's a middle school. Okay. And I know it's look like I'm a leader for everywhere. But it's simply destroyed from 9th standard to my till my college. Okay. Then when I compare, okay, how why okay, 6th standard to 8th standard, I was become a bright student and taking responsibilities. Okay, and even during that time, I wrote a small novel for the school magazines, and I was taking care of the gardening of the school, and I was taking care of a small shop running for the school students over there. I did a lot of things. One great thing, what I found, what I missed between my 9th standard to my college, end of college, and what was there between 6th to 8th standard, those are things I used to compare now, not earlier part of time, is a connection. No, the school teacher, the class teacher trusted me big time. She always patting me, Ribai, you are the person. You see, except you, who can do? So these kind of words, okay, motivated me all the time, and she made me think that I can only do that. And same thing, even my headmistress, he shows a complete trust. Okay, she used to get even that time it's 100 rupees a big money. Okay, the childhood days. So she used to give me, okay, you got to run a small business. Okay, there's all the these small kids, they are taking outside small mittais kind of a stuff. It's all not good. So you buy sweets and everything and sell it along with your friends in the the interval, school interval. She motivated. So what I found, the connection, why I was successful some 3 years in my schooling time, why I completely failed during my engineering. The one biggest thing what I found is the motivational factor. One thing is the connectivity, the connect missing with my teachers or the mentors. I don't find any, I never mingle with anyone. And the second thing, no, none of my professors or the teachers, okay, again, I must tell you, it's not about a complaining. These are the things I observed myself, okay. It's all about my faults. See, it's not about the teacher supposed to establish. No, actually, as a student, I should have been established the connection, okay. That is the reality. But how I felt during that time, okay, somehow I felt, somehow I'm not able to, get those connections, and I don't get any motivations, first thing, okay. And always, most of the students, right, and most of the even especially for your college also, most of the students coming out maybe a different stage, different background, okay, a different kind of a financial backgrounds, okay, though it may come from many, and they all are coming with their dreams, okay, when I'm getting into engineering college, okay, my life is going to be turned. Such kind of things happen for you. I think the first responsibility from a teacher or the professor is to get the connection and motivate them what you can do. You are the people are going to change this world. These are the words. These words will change them big time. That changed me big time after I exit from career, when my bosses showed me that trust back. Somehow I get connected with a couple of mentors and the teachers after during my employment. So those things I'm just putting back. I'm always thinking that, okay, if I'm getting such kind of a mentors and everything during my college days, my life could have been changed big time, or I could have been reached a greater success this time. Whatever the targets I kept, maybe after maybe after 10 years, whatever success I supposed to be, I could have been achieved this time. So my humble request always is, okay, whenever the students comes, okay, first thing, okay, whatever the technologies, all those aspects, right? Generally, three things. When we are getting into an employment, or when I'm in the employment panel, we used to look for, suppose if I go and hire, employees or the fresh graduates for the, my company or anywhere. When I go and look at, we will always look at only three things: what kind of skills the guy has, what kind of a knowledge he has, and what is his attitude. Yes, we always, I think, hope you know the difference between knowledge and skill. A simple example, I can say, you can read a number of books about swimming. Oh, back swim, front swim, everything we can get to know. This is the knowledge. But if you are throwing back into a well, then that knowledge will not be used. If you know the swimming, then only you can do. So we are always looking at three different aspects: this knowledge, attitude, and the skills. And we are giving always a preference to the attitude. Okay, this guy is having the winning attitude. This guy has a confidence all the time. So when the fresh graduate comes, where we found, or where I found most of the time, they are having the lack of, knowledge and the skill. We still believe that, okay, it can be built. If the guy comes up with the right attitude, he can build his knowledge and skill any point in time. And we are having the confidence, okay, we can train on the knowledge and the skills part, but the attitude, okay, the attitude should be, we are looking out as a positive attitude. So in my story, if I can look at myself, I go out as a completely negative guy, go out from a college. Okay. So again, I must re-insist, it's not a complaint about the professors or anything. It's about my mistake. I didn't pick up well. But as a responsibility, okay, when you are like a father, right? You are the godfather for the students. And you have to identify the kids, and they are the kids, and every parent simply believing on you and given their kids to you. Okay, take care of my kid for next 4 years. Train them, create them as a right, be a good employee for some company, or can be a good entrepreneur for a company. You have to create that way. So that's a larger responsibilities fall on your shoulders. It's not an easy responsibility. And I understand it's not at all an easy responsibility. So my request is, when you getting into, apart from your technical teachings to the students, okay, if you can establish a right connect, heart to heart connect with every student, I think every student you can convert as a magical person. You can. It's like you create the magical person and giving back to the society to to change the society in a bigger time. So for example, in a classroom, for example, 40 students or 50 students, okay, if you get connected and identify what is their strength and their weakness, apart from your the regular skill training or the knowledge training, and just look out their attitude. So this is a great missing thing I found with many of the students when we are interviewing for the campus interview and everywhere. So this attitude part, you please take care of them and always giving a confidence to them. Build your future from your future, not from past. Past, whatever it is, it can be a bitter past or negative past, whatever can be. So we cannot go back and correct the things. But future is in front of us. This is a confidence. If you can, open their brain and seed it, and that will, those students or the kid can grow and reach out to a topper level. When they come out, they can come out as a very, very highly confident. And every enterprises, every organizations, when they are coming for a campus interview, most of the people, and we all know, okay, when we come out, fresh graduate comes, we can't expect a great knowledge, we can't expect a great skill unless the experience matters over there. So, but that guy has a great confidence. But yes, we can take this guy, we can train, and this guy can be a greater employee later. Okay. So my request is to focus on the attitude part of the people, establish a connect for the students, and it's like a friend or parent. I really don't know whichever the way word to put, but you are responsible for the kids' future actually. However, you are going to shape, they are coming like a clay to you. You have to make them as a great part. It's coming to you. That's a great honor, this entire society with the teachers all the time, right? So the major things, okay, couple of our, what are the things stop me in my growth? Okay, predominantly about the laziness, we all know, procrastination, doing things later all the time, inaction, though we can talk too many things, no action happened. Fear is a very big thing. Okay, it's pulling us all the time. Hesitance, right? Or sometimes the complacency or the hatred feelings or anger, indiscipline, right? The give up attitude. See, these are the things stop me to grow as a person, as a human being. See, these are the things. What I recommend to you is look at your students. Okay, how to mitigate, how to come out all those aspects. Okay, focus on special kids. It's like some students are good at something, some might weak on something. Identify their strength, identify their weakness, help them to convert their weakness into strength. Okay, within these 4 years of time, okay, make them to work something. Okay, take up, or you guys also as a teachers, you can start establish the connectivities or connections with the enterprises or the companies. Okay, or if it's in the mechanical, okay, start interacting with many more companies. I'm sure your friends might be working in different companies. You start establishing the connectivity and ask those people, come and take some sessions for these guys, share their experiences, or put these outside of the college hours, made your students to work as a kind of a part-time employee somewhere, because that the experience gives completely a different exposure to them to face this world when they come out of that. See, this is also another biggest missing thing I found. Okay, if the students during their 4 years of time, if they get some, it can be anything. It doesn't matter to related to this field or anything. And it's a kind of a part-time evening, 1 or 2 hours, some part-time job they can go for the local near community. Okay, they can understand. They can start facing the world. Okay, it's a crucial word sometime. Okay, and they can understand how the reality is going to be during their during their this 4 years time. So this can be great helpful for them to come up as a useful people for the enterprises. I'm sure I know it's a many engineering colleges over there, and out of it, only 10 to 15% of the students are getting the employment from the campus or after a campus also. But remaining, most of the students are finding difficulties to get a job or can't be an entrepreneur. Okay, so help the students to get, first of all, build a relationship, establish a relationship, become a mentor, and make those students to create a thirst to come to college to learn something. It's not about okay, if I can go take always listening to okay in the board chalk something, writing, reading from a book. Okay, only subject. I'm sure. Okay, I was get bored. That is the reason I'm not able to go to college at all. But if you can create a thirst, or kindle the thirst. This is what I felt. If you can kindle the thirst, to become a, it's not about become a great student, become a great warrior to face this world and to be a good hearted leader to go and create this society as a beautiful and greater society. So these are all things. Okay, and if the again, I just want to tell you one last thing. Maybe most of the students fail because of the fear. Just the fear. Fear is nothing but is another just a simple thought. If you can deeply thinking about that, what is fear? We are just worried about anything and everything. Either we keep on thinking about our failures. Okay, I was failed because of these things. I'm going to fail again. These are simple negative thoughts they used to carry, or they are fear about okay, what will happen to me, what will happen to my family, what will happen to my job, what will happen to me, my exam, blah blah, everything it's talk about which is not true on this particular moment. It's all about just a negative thought just running on their mind. And as a godfathers, you have the great responsibility to remove the fear. If you just remove the fear from their mind, after that, their life is taken care by themselves. This is how somehow couple of mentors came in my life. They just pull out the fear from me, just remove the fear about the future or the fear of the failure. Life turned big time. Okay, and reaching, or at least moving towards a better career and moving towards creating career for many more people, and really want to become to make a big difference in the society. That is the path I'm taking, because all those reasons just nothing but my mentors just removed just one thought called fear. They just removed out of me, and I'm flourishing with my own nature. And if you can also contribute to your students, just remove this one fear factor from them. Forget about the past. Just because when we born, in a very simple thought, my master used to say, when we born, we born this world with just a new crying baby. At least we are wearing a decent attire today. We are already profitable. Then what are we going to worry about that? Whatever we were in the, as on today's condition, we are profitable. And we all know the truth. One fine day, okay, based on the religious aspects, either there's bury us or the burn us. That is all the ultimate truth. So in between, why we want to worry about anything and everything? What are the best possible efforts we can put? Let's put the best possible efforts and nurture these concepts or this attitude into your students' mind. I'm sure their future will be taken care by themselves. Right? So these are a couple of my experiences, events happening in my life, and that changed my life big time. And anyway, at least in others' perspective, I may be looks like a successful person, but still I don't accept I'm a successful person. Still I'm no running. My vision is to create world's number one university in India. That is when I'm hitting that time, I may feel okay, I'm satisfied. But I'm moving towards that direction. Okay, so these are all my experiences. I would like to share it with you all. Okay, and I'll leave it to you. If you have any queries or questions, any specific things to be addressed, or any kind of a doubts, okay, or anything, you can ask me. I'm very happy to answer, and I'm first of all, thank you so much for everyone for the patience to listen. Um, you know, um, Thanks a lot. Probably I'll leave it to you for the questions. Dr. Shanmugesh, giving you back.
Yes,
I'm
Ribai.
leaving back to everyone. Okay, we can have some interactive session now. Okay, and you can ask any question. Probably I'll try my best to give those answers at least from my life experience.
Any questions from the audience? One question from my side: how to engage our students in the online class?
So this is another thing I learned from my kids. Okay, they are not at all interested to go to login first thing. Okay, they want to play all the time. Somehow this during this pandemic period, right? So it's like finally we gave up. Okay, if you are interested, you go. Otherwise, we are managing. But sometimes, okay, it's all small kids. Okay, one is an 8 years old daughter, 11 years old son, and son is always criminal. In that sense, okay, I'm sorry to use this word. It's like, he finds all the reasons because it's a DNA problem again. Okay, he finds all the reasons how to avoid classes. So the only thing is, Shamim, what I found is that first thing is an interactive, and second thing is an interest. Okay, in a proverb here, right, in India, you can take the horse to the pond, okay, but you can't create the thirst. He has to drink, right? But here in a little ulta way I can find, you have to kindle the thirst to do it better. Okay, if you are, okay, why the students are not, for example, okay, Shanmay is, I'm using Shanmay as an example, don't take me wrong. Shanmay is conducting a class, and assuming that you have 40 students, only 10 is stand up or 15 is stand up all the time. Okay, then what could be the problem? First thing is, yeah, the very first thing, always the very simple option for all of us is to pointing fingers to the student. Okay, boss, that guy, that student is not good. This guy is not showing interested. Boss, removing that finger from that side to this side. Okay, boss, how do I improve? How do I interact? How do I make my session is more interested towards to them? How can I attract those people? It's like you have to think like a stage speaker. You have to think or remove yourself as a teacher. Oh, I'm a teacher. Everyone's supposed to come and listen. If you go with an attitude, always they are intelligent than us, at least. Okay, they will figure out their own reason how to escape. Right. So the simple key is you have to create a thirst. You have to create a love. Okay, they supposed to love you and they supposed to find a value from you. Okay, when I be with Sangesh, boss, I'm so happy. First thing, I'm learning something great in my life, and he is adding a lot of value to my life. Whenever students are feeling this way, you don't have to call them. Before 11 o'clock is going to be your session, students log in at 10:45 itself. Okay, these things happen generally because I engage for corporate training. Okay, a couple of even I visited for a couple of university colleges for students training. Okay, it's all about. I just used to conduct only one session over there. It's little comfortable as well as again it's all from my experience only. Campus to corporate. Okay, so what corporates are expecting from the students from a campus interview? It's like a counseling. It's a 4 hours kind of a counseling session with those students, and I was very successful at least. Okay, many kind of an appreciation we got it from many of the students. Okay, and sometimes I used to conduct one-on-one kind of counseling also, but nowadays I don't find for that. But no, it's what is the what are the corporates expect from you? Okay, as a student. So I used to given those inputs, okay, where I'm coming back. So during that time, it's very tough for me to manage. It's nothing less than 200 people, 200 students crowd. And I know it's very, very tough to see. If I'm going for a corporate thing for a company, everybody was paid for that. They are paying me big money. Okay, then they don't have a choice. Okay, they have to come and listen to me. It's easy to control that crowd. But students, it's not that much easy. First thing, you made them to sit together is a big challenge. I am aware, and I'm passing through that time, right? And nowadays, if it's an online now, they have their own reason. No internet, no power supply. They can come with all. I'm sensing it from my kids. Okay, they give all kind of goalies and reasons how to escape from that. So what I found is they are not interested. End of the day. Okay, so you have to look out yourself. Okay, am I actually adding value to them during my session during that time? How I make them interactive? How I make them to engage? How I can making sure that they are extracting a value from me which can be helpful for their life. If they found all these reasons from your session, you don't have to call them before 11 o'clock session. They will log in at 10:45. I can challenge you. I can assure you this is going to happen.
One more question from the audience. Can you see the chat box?
Okay, I am not okay. Could you please send last best evaluation pattern for online class? Simple evaluation I can put back. Ask for an honest feedback. Okay, from the students. Okay, not from your teachers, not what they learned. Don't evaluate their performance. Okay, how much they learned, all those stuff. The best evaluation, you go with the open feedback. Open feedback, what I meant is like kind of a questionnaire. Okay, how they engage, what they learned, some 20, 15 questionnaires which you think, okay, they benefited. Okay, pick up some genuine feedback, it's for you. First thing is for you. Second thing, for the kind of the knowledge what they gain from you. Put that as an evaluation process over there and ask the feedback from the students. How good you are? Are they liking you? Ask all silly nonsense question about you. Where I supposed to improve? Okay, that is supposed to be useful for you to improve. Second thing, that will help you to when you fix what are the things the students are expecting from you. See, you as a teacher, you have all the rights. We are always thinking that okay, I'm a master, I have all the rights to ask my students to do what they're supposed to do. But if you can slightly tweak little bit, okay, what the students are expecting from me as a teacher, as a master, as a mentor, what they are expecting from me, am I fulfilling them? First, you evaluate yourself. Second thing, you go and evaluate the students. Ask the genuine feedback. But when you give the feedback, for example, in every corporate training or every end of the training sessions, people used to give no, we used to give, for example, 25 questions. Is it useful? Is it relevant to you? How much it's helpful? Rate and all those stuff. Okay, what is the feedback about the trainer? How good is he? How his knowledge is? Okay, is the right guy for you in the future for some other courses? Ask all similar kind of questions. When you Google it, you will get all kind of a feedback questions about a trainer or a teacher. Okay, ask that feedbacks. First fine tune ourselves as a teachers. Okay, what am I fulfilling what they are expecting or what they are expecting from us, and do the fix on ourselves. This will increase the interaction as well as the trust between the students and us, and that will trigger them or create a thirst on them to come and or so we as a teacher supposed to become the magnet to attract the students. It's not about by compulsion. See, today the unfortunate part, because of the rules and regulations what we made based on the comfortability for the management or the teachers or the stuff, we made rules and regulation to the students. No, 9 o'clock you're supposed to be here, 4:15 only supposed to, this is the time for interval, this is the time for lunch. Everything we made as a rules and regulations. Okay, the kids don't like rules and regulations, they always want to violate. Okay, so what we supposed to create first thing as an ambience for them to sit comfortably with you and ready to listen from you, ready to adapt whatever the teachings you are going to give to adapt in their life, right? See, the first evaluation form, while coming back to this question, best evaluation form, first throw a feedback question to the students, ask the feedback about you. Are you the right guy for them to teach this particular topic or not? And without name, you should not ask those students to write their name or anything. Okay, it's like an anonymous feedback so that they can give a genuine feedback about you. That is one thing. Second thing, you can put a similar kind of a evaluation pattern with the students, or you can evaluate. Okay, it's not in terms of only what they learned, like a typical. Anyway, the university is going to conduct an exam. Okay, for on behalf of you, on behalf of the teachers or anything. Okay, so that evaluation will be taken care. But as a teacher student, as a relationship, it's supposed to be like a father son, or it's a friend. It's you have to play multiple roles. You have to act as a friend, you have to act as a father, and you have to act as a god, you have to act as a mentor. It's either no, teacher's job has to wear multiple hats in their life, and it's the responsibility of every teachers to mold that student become a great warrior to face this world tomorrow. In my opinion, best evaluation first will give a genuine feedback, get this genuine feedback from the students. Let's fix what they are expecting, and whatever their feedback talks about you, don't take it as wrong, don't take it as negative. Okay, fix it and improve it, and that is going to help us to improve as a great teacher. Then expect the similar evaluation from every student, or ask, okay, one simple kind of small training I used to conduct when I gone for the corporate training or anyone. Okay, for example, if you have a 40 students, right? Okay, now it's an online, may not immediate, or online is you can easy to do that also. Ask every student to write about the other students and ask them to talk about only the positive things from those guys. For example, A is a student, B is a student, and C is a student. A, so assuming that okay, 26 students, it's easy to calculate. A2 is that as a student. Ask A to write the positive things about the other 25 students. Same way, B is supposed to write about. See, if you collect, ask them to collect. It's like a genuine feedback about the positivity. Second thing, what are the areas they're supposed to improve, what they felt. Okay, and collate everything and share it with from A, another 25 students talk about A, and top of that, you give your feedback. Top of that, okay, but these are the strength and weakness I found. Weakness, okay, this is weakness, you should not about just intimate this is your weakness. You have to help, given the tools and mechanisms, you have to go and learn. So teacher's job is to learn continuously. So pick up, learn, identify the right tools for them, guide them. Okay, but for to remove these weaknesses, these are things you can adapt in your life. These are things you can practice. Okay, you have to do this way. I think they can perform in a very, very kind of a great flowers in their life, and that can be the easiest evaluation I can think of.
I think the evaluation is with respect to theoretical concept.
Theoretical concepts. Theoretical concept, I think you are the best masters. Okay, I think you have a very simple, similar exam patterns kind of a stuff, right? See, it's my personal opinion again. Okay, it's nothing to wrong or nothing to right kind of a stuff. See that no theoretical evaluations and everything. You have the same university model, right? You have the question answers, ask them to give them back, okay, answer it, and use to evaluate. You have to give a marks. It's a regular pattern. What else you can do? Do you think that is, in my perspective, okay, that theoretical evaluation is not going to helpful for the students to attain anything. I'm not very sure about this, at least on the IT front. Only the experience matters. Okay, only the knowledge matters. Whatever, okay, I can simply put up in a simple way from my entire 4 years college, and out of which 2 years I never visited to college. 2 years, whatever learned, I felt like that I never ever used any such thing in my career actually. Okay, it is not enforcing them to no, okay, theoretically, okay, out of 100, how much you scored. Some students, I think Shanmay, you know very well about me. Okay, only the previous day only I used to prepare exam in my entire whole last 4 years of engineering. Tomorrow is the exam. The previous night only I used to study, open the books, and we used to again another unfortunate part with the question banks, right? Pick up, okay, what are the repetitive questions? Okay, just focus on these stuff and go and write. What I found during that time, I'm not very sure about that. And again, don't mistake me. This is not about a complaint again. Okay, I used to fill up 45 pages and I got a 45 marks. Then I said, okay, I'm a passing score guy. But is it going to be useful in my life? Somehow I missed big time. Okay, is it really going to helpful for the students to wait theoretically? Oh, is he good on his theory knowledge or not? But end of the day, experience matters, right? So help them to train them on as much as on the practical skills. Okay, if it's a mechanical student, right? Put majority of the time into the labs or ask them to do some creative projects, made them to work like an employees during their tenure of study. See, the university is always looking at the score, right, to pass. I'm sure if I can pass, even not having an English knowledge and nothing about that, if I can pass in a single day, if I can prepare, next day I can write an exam, 45 I can score and pass. I'm sure the today's modern students, they can do a better job than us. Okay. So this theoretical evaluation, in my perspective, is it really required? You have to ask yourself that question. Instead of that, better you can evaluate their skills instead of checking. See, this theoretical thing is nothing but the knowledge. Knowledge is, as I explained you, right? You can read about books about tons and tons of books about swimming. Oh, you can do a right swim, left swim, right leg swim, left swim, back swim, and everything. He can be a master reading this book. But if I throw this guy into a well, 60 feet well, do you think his knowledge, whatever he reads, 100 books about swimming he read, do you think that knowledge is going to be useful when this guy is get onto a sea or in a well? I don't think so. This is my opinion. It's my humble opinion again. Okay, you have to focus on them on the skills instead of knowledge. Knowledge, say, whatever our era, right? During we were students during the 2000s, right? 95, 2000 timing. These are a different timing. There is no internet. Internet is not becoming a good thing. Today, my son, my kid, 8 years old daughter, having a great knowledge than me on many of the areas. For example, as a mobile phone, I'm sure everyone is using a mobile phone. Mostly as a, how many functions I could have been used in this phone? I make me WhatsApp, SMS, and phone call, nothing else. but they know in and out of this phone. So today, if anybody knows how to use a Google, we are living in the Google era. Okay, these students are living in the Google era. They have the greater technology. Mobile is in their hand right now. If they want to know about something, bus google.co.in or google.com, type that and they got the information. Why we need to focus seriously about their theoretical knowledge? Theoretical knowledge, it's available in our fingertips right now. We don't have to memorize anything today. See, during our period, we have to remember many things. Okay, even I can still remember 2000 when I joined as a Java programmer. If I want to write some other different logic, I had to go and buy a book and refer the book and do. But today, the great IT engineer, okay, when I'm looking for a software engineer, okay, what skill I'm looking at that, this guy having a good knowledge about search from the internet, pick up the code from the internet, because it's, everything is available today. Knowledge is completely available in this, available in the internet. It's just a search of a fingertip. In my perspective, theoretical knowledge not at all necessary to be evaluated, because that is in their fingertip right this moment, this particular era. But you have to very much focus on how competent they are, how is their skills. Are they the real swimmers, or they know about how to swim in the books? Better to make them to learn from a book, put them onto the well and train them. So this can be a great helpful for the students instead of focusing on the theoretical knowledge. Focus on their skills instead of a knowledge. Focus on their attitude. They themselves can shape their future.
Okay, Rubai. Any other questions from the audience? If no other questions, can you wind up this session? Bye.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for listening to me. Okay, it is a great day for me to meet you all in this session. Okay, thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Rubai. Now I'll welcome Baisri baby for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rubai sir. Your session on build the students' future for future, not from past, was very informative. Actually, this section is very motivational and an interacting section. On behalf of the entire Ishijodi College of Engineering and Technology, I extend our sincere thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Take
Thank you.
care. All the best.
Thank you. Bye.